prominent right-wing think tank as well as a columnist, and he does a lot of work on sustainable development and environment also, writes also on these topics. So Dr. Dutta, please tell about today's conference and whatever you spoke about, how does it like, how do you move towards the practical aspects of, like in a question and a comment also you put a very good point. So just tell what are your thoughts on this?
Well, good afternoon to all of you. It's a fantastic moment to be here in this national conference on sustainable development as well as on environment. Normally, we see that people do conferences on business, economy, commerce, media celebration, glamour and whatnot. It is only a rare occasion that we see this kind of conferences on such important issues, especially in relation to environment, in relation to sustainable development and in relation to sustainable growth as such. Being very closely associated with the ruling government and with the ruling party, कुछ चीज़ें उसी परिपक्ष में कहना चाहूँगा और कुछ चीज़ें उसी दिशा में कहना चाहूँगा। 2014 में जैसे सरकार आई और पूरा पॉलिटिकल एस्टेब्लिशमेंट में जब एक चेंजेस आया, उसके बाद हमारे देश के सोच में भी एक चेंजेस आया है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी 2014 में जब सरकार पे आए और जब शपथ लिए, the first thing which he did was he gave a clarion call in relation to स्वच्छता of India as such, और उन्होंने स्वच्छ भारत अभियान का एक पूरा कॉल दिया है पूरे भारत के परिपक्ष में। उनके ब्रांड एम्बेसडर कौन बने? नन्हे मुन्हे बच्चे जो क्लास 2, क्लास 3 नर्सरी के हो। The Prime Minister felt and the Prime Minister knew that if we have to make India progressive, if we have to make India a global power across the world, then the first thing which we need to do is to have Swachh environment, clean environment as such, environment which is eco-friendly and which is sustainable. What he did was, like if you remember, he took out the broom and near the great Hanuman temple of New Delhi, he just broomed the vicinity of Hanuman temple. There was a clear-cut message in that. The message was that if we have to survive और हमें अगर आगे चलना है, then we have to respect Ma Vasundhara and the Bhumi as such. And the call which he gave was like, if we survive today and if we are eco-friendly and if we are environment friendly, then the future generation of our country will also nurture as such. And he appealed to the whole country. Brand ambassador जैसे मैंने कहा कि सारे बच्चे बने. And I was aghast and I was baffled by the response of that across the length and breadth of the country. मैं कई सारे गलियारों में घूमा हूँ और कई सारे जगहों पे गया हूँ देश के अलग-अलग प्रांतों पे, और मैंने देखा कि छोटे-छोटे बच्चे सबसे पहले जो करते थे कि एनवायरनमेंट को लेके इतना ज़्यादा कॉन्शियस थे और वो लोग कहते थे कि सर कागज़ का जो टुकड़ा है वो कूड़ादान में फेंकिए, ये जो प्लेट है उसको कूड़ादान में फेंकिए, आप जो ये पौधा है इस पौधे को मतलब कि किसी तरह से धक्का मत दीजिए ताकि वो नष्ट ना हो जाए। You know, this was something which the PM wanted. He wanted that if he could nurture the younger generation, the future of our tomorrow, then automatically this sustainability will move ahead.
In fact, just another question that is related to this. In the recently held COP, the PM spoke and he very well started with a shlok. Sanvashtavam samvatamam samvamananasi janatam deva bhagan yatha purve samjana raupasta. We should be in harmony and equality with the environment, everything, nature and everything. So, and he ended also with another shlok, Shanti and peace and harmony and good health for everyone. So, the government seems to be moving in the right direction. So, what are the challenges that you look at and what are the opportunities that you feel are there for India?
Well, as you have related this with a very famous shlok from the Dutta, I'm also tempted to move this ahead with another shlok from the Shakti Purana. या देवी सर्वभूतेषु भूमि रूपेण नमस्तिता नमस्तस्वै नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शांति रूपेण नमस्तिता नमस्तस्वै नमो नमः. So this bhumi, this shanti, this dharma, this buddhi, this shakti, this lakshmi and this vidya is all there in our in our Vedas, as well as in our Shastras, as well as in our Upanishads. Unfortunately, the blind imitation of the globalization process of the last 30-40 years, what we have done is like we have actually became rootless from that original cultural ethos of our country. It was all there and we were practicing that when we were a child. But unfortunately ये जो होड़ लगी थी ग्लोबलाइजेशन को लेके, अमेरिकन मॉडल जो हम लोगों ने अपनाया था, यूनिट बेस्ड मॉडल है, उसके चलते सारे जो देश के जितने सारे धरोहर थे, सारी चीज़ों का हम लोगों ने तिलांजलि दे दिया था. नतीजा ये हुआ था कि तमाम तरह के डिग्रेडेशन हमारे देश में आया है. Whether it was economic degradation, whether it was ghettoization, whether it was slums, whether it was economic disparity, whether it was financial disparity, whether it was cultural disparity, whether it was disparity based on the tradition of our country, the net result of that was the disparity. भारत और हिंदुस्तान या फिर भारत और इंडिया के बीच में जो डिस्पैरिटी हो गया था, वो ही मूल आधार है भारत के पतन का. हम लोग भूल गए थे कि ये देश जो है, चाहे हमें अच्छा लगे या बुरा लगे, 70% आज के डेट में भी ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों के साथ जुड़ा हुआ है, यानी कि वसुंधरा के साथ जुड़ा हुआ है, यानी कि माँ पृथ्वी के साथ जुड़ी हुई है ये देश. So it is that which we need to rejuvenate. It is that which we need to re-inculcate. Why should we go after the sustainable developmental goals of the United Nations? अरे इस देश में तो हमारे महर्षि पतंजलि ने या फिर महर्षि वेदव्यास ने 5000 साल 6000 साल पहले इन सब चीज़ों के बारे में बताया था, जो आज संयुक्त राष्ट्र ने अडॉप्ट किया है सस्टेनेबल गोल्स के हिसाब से, डेवलपमेंटल गोल्स के हिसाब से. जो सारी चीज़ें जो वेद में बंद था, वही चीज़ें पश्चिम के देश आज अपना रहे हैं.